back to my channel. It's your girl B. Another day, another video. Y'all already know what we here for. Y'all already seen from the title down below what this video is going to be about. This is going to be a Bad Boys review, and I got my handy dandy notebook, and I be writing stuff down so I won't forget what happened. Like, as I'm watching the show, I like to write stuff down so, you know, I can just remember what was going on. But I did a baddies review, and I posted it yesterday, so feel free to check that out, y'all, if y'all want to. And and also feel free to comment, like, subscribe, follow me on all social medias, and we just gonna go and get into this thing because it be so much going on that the video might be 2 hours long, so I need to go ahead and go and get started. But okay, so number one. Alpha was supposed to go home, but somebody had talked Alpha out of going home. They basically was telling Alpha, like, you don't have to like don't go home, don't give up, don't let these people like make you go home, like just, you know, stick it in there. But Alpha, he felt like that environment wasn't for him. Like, he felt like it was just too much going on, too much fake shit, too much negative energy. He wanted to go home, but he ended up not going home. But I'm not gonna lie, well, okay, Alpha ended up going home, but it was like towards the end of the show. But he was supposed to go home in the beginning, but I feel like he should have just followed his first mind, because I hate that Alpha got jumped. But I'm not gonna lie, Alpha was holding his own though. But I feel like that was low down as hell for basically damn near the whole house jumped. But we finna get into it. Okay, so basically how Alpha ended up getting jumped, Well, first of all, y'all have to like pretty much watch the show to know who these characters is and know who I'm talking about. But basically, so they was playing a basketball game to win $5,000. So basically, after the basketball game, Poodie proceeds to get drunk, and then he started pouring water on Shotty, and Poodie poured water on Shotty at least about 2 or 3 times, and then Shotty ended up pouring water on Poodie right back. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame Shotty for pouring water back on Poodie, because I agree with Poodie. I mean, I agree with Shotty. Like, I'm confused. Like, Shotty, like, what you try? Like, are you playing, or are you trying to like, what's going on? Like, because when Poodie first poured the water on Shotty was trying to like, ignore it. Like, Shotty was like, Poodie, you doing too much. Like, calm down. You drunk. Like, he was trying to like, give him the benefit of the doubt. So Poodie kept pouring water on Shotty, and then Shotty ended up pouring water on Poodie. And Poodie got mad, talk about some, well, the fight was, well, we were playing and it was over with, and I'm sitting down and you gonna pour water on me. It really don't matter. I'm up here minding my motherfucking business, and you gonna pour some motherfucking water on me. So yeah, I'm gonna pour water back. And then I agree with Shotty. Shotty was saying like I'm confused. Are you playing, or like what's going on? Is you trying to hold me? Like, what's going on? Because I ain't gonna lie, I feel Shotty, because like, if you're my friend, I don't want to fight you, because I don't want to assume that your intentions is like bad. But it's like, why you keep on pouring water on me? And then another thing that's kind of interesting, like, I understand, like, Poodie was like, I'm drunk, I'm playing. I mean, why Poodie didn't pour water on Landon, or why Poodie didn't pour water on Jada? He closer to them than he closer to Shotty. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, basically, if you're going to play with anybody, you would think you're going to play with somebody who you closer to. Why you playing with somebody who you're not even that close to? So, like, I don't blame Shotty, because it's like, is you trying to hold me, or is you playing? So eventually, Shotty poured the water back on Poodie. Poodie proceeds to get up and start fighting him. I'm talking about do. And so, like, at first, Landon was letting Poodie and Shotty, get their ones in. But then Landon jumped in, and then when Landon jumped in, Alpha jumped in. And this is why I say Alpha should have just followed his first mind and went home. So, like I said, Landon jumped in, then Alpha jumped in, then when Alpha jumped in, Jada big ass jumped in, and then it was just like everybody was fighting. Ollie boy was fighting, and I didn't like that. And the reason why I didn't like that is because I just feel like, why y'all jumping in? Like what's going on? First of all, Landon and Poodie, they a cute couple. They both gorgeous. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of them. They bullies. They I don't know exactly what Shotty said. It's like they the mean girl clique. It's Poodie, Landon, Jada, Paris, like them four. It's like, well, Paris ain't mean, but that Poodie, Landon, and Jada, man, they act like they evil. I'ma be real, and I don't like that. Like, I don't know, I just don't like that. Like, I don't like bullies. Y'all grown people, grown men at that, trying to be bullies. Like, that's crazy. And the reason why at first I liked Island Boy, cause I feel like Jada was slick a bully, and then I love how I think it was when, I can't remember which episode it was, but it was when Island Boy first came in. I'm gonna be real, I love how Island Boy slid Jada. So at first I was fucking with Island Boy. I'm like, okay, period, cause I love how Island Boy slid Jada. Cause Jada being a bully, like, you started fighting Shotty, like, it's just weird, like. So I used to like Island Boy, cause like I said, I love the fact that when Island Boy and Jada got to fight, how he slid Jada, like he hit Jada and then Jada slid around to the other side of the room. I love that. Let the bully get bullied, but I kind of like don't like Island Boy that much no more. And the reason why I don't like him, because why would you jump in? And then Island Boy was talking about well, Alpha was just talking about going home, and then now he ain't going home, and so now you trying to jump. He was like, now Alpha trying to jump into the fight, and he was like, oh, so you think you trying to do your big one? Nah, bitch, he not trying to do his big one. He cool with Shotty, so why would he sit there and let Shotty get jumped? And speaking of motherfuckers let folks get jumped, I ain't gonna lie, did y'all remember that the scene when they was sending Shotty to a hotel because damn near the whole house was trying to jump Shotty? So you remember John gonna dap him up and gonna say, you my N-I-G-G-A. Y'all know what that means. Ninja. He was like, you my ninja. But I just feel like that was weird of John, because John be trying to act like he big and bad, and John keep on fighting Face 100 times. But I feel like if you really cool with Shotty, why you just sitting there? Why you ain't help Shotty fight? That's weird. Like, Shotty sitting up here getting whooped by Landon, Jada, Island Boy, and Poodie, but you didn't help that man. And then another reason why I say that John's scary for real, if I'm cool with somebody, I'm not just gonna let 4 motherfucking niggas just jump them. Ooh, excuse my language, but it is what it is. But ninjas, I'm not gonna let 4 ninjas jump my friend. You see what I'm saying? And then the fact that remember when John kept on fighting Sace back to back, and then you remember Jada ended up fighting John for Sace. So I feel like if John claimed he cool with Shotty, that should have been an even bigger reason for John to jump in. Cause shit, when Jada jumped in, oh, I'm finna jump in and beat your motherfucking ass because you jumped in for Sace, right? And so now you jump in my friend, so I'm really finna beat your ass. You already did fought me for another nigga, and then now you jumping in, oh, I'm finna jump in and help my friend, and I'm really finna beat your ass because you should never hit me from the last time. So I'm finna whoop your ass for this time, and I'm finna whoop your ass for last time. So that's why I feel like John is scary for real. He wanna act like he big and bad. Nah, you're a little pup dog. You're a little puppy. You're not big dog. You a puppy for real. You just built like a big ass Ninja Turtle, but you not no Ninja Turtle for real. Because I don't like how John started fighting Sace back to back, but you gave Jada 1 round. Nah, bitch, I'm finna be fighting you back to back. And then that's another thing. Speaking of Jada, I don't like Jada or Island Boy no more. I don't like Jada because he try to give bully vibes, and I don't like Island Boy because at first I liked him, but then I don't like how he jumped in. And so how you gonna jump in because Shotty jumped in? I mean, he jumped in because Alpha jumped in. What do you mean? Alpha only jumped in because Landon jumped in. So what the fuck? And then the reason why I don't like Island Boy no more is because Island Boy talking about Alpha trying to get his little camera time, his moment of shine. What the fuck do you mean? He jumped in because Poodie and Shotty was fighting. Then Landon jumped in. So yeah, so that's why Alpha jumped in. He was helping Shotty. So what the fuck do you mean? And then another thing that I don't like, I feel like Jada and Island Boy scary for real. Because even though they fought 2 times, like, think about it, y'all. Y'all remember the last time Island Boy and Jada, the last time Island Boy and Jada fought, right? Y'all remember the last time they fought, right? Tell me why they shook hands after that. I don't like this shit because Jada fight Shotty back to 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 back. But you gonna fight Island Boy 2 times and then y'all shook hands. What the fuck? It's giving scary. It's giving what the fuck going on. You see what I'm saying? Like you fought Jada back. Jada fought Island Boy. Shotty back to back. I'm talking about, like, you see what I'm saying? Study talking shit all that, but you see what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna lie, Shotty do be talking shit, but shit, I don't blame Shotty for talking shit. Bitch, I'ma talk shit back. You trying to bully me, ho, this, not that. And I ain't gonna lie, I'ma be real. Shotty is one of my favorite ones. Now, I'ma be real. Alpha is one of my favorite ones too, but I kind of don't like the fact that he going home because you knew what you signed up for. You knew, ain't no telling what's gonna happen when you on a show like this. So I do like Alpha because everybody keeps saying, and like, I can't remember, I think it was the last episode when Alpha first expressed how he wanted to go home. And Poodie and Landon was basically talking shit, talking about something, let him go home, woo, everybody calling him weak, just talking bad about him. But this is my honest opinion, I like Alpha. Alpha got like a warm spirit, like, Alpha got like a good spirit. It's something about Alpha that I like, and I do feel like Alpha was a misfit, like not in a bad way, but I'm just saying, like, Alpha seemed like a good person, but the rest of them bitches on that show, they just seem a little evil. Well, not all of them, but I feel like Alpha is different. So I do feel like I said, he should have, remember when he said he was finna go home, and then he ended up, y'all, this light is horrible. But remember when Alpha said he was finna go home, oh my God, this light is horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. But and then basically he ended up staying. But like I said, Alpha ended up going home towards the end of the show. But I just feel like he should have followed his first mind and he should have went home when he first said he was gonna go home. Oh my God, y'all, what is going on? The lighting is horrible, horrible. But yeah, so I didn't like that. I didn't like how Landon and Poodie keep on jumping people, and they feel like I feel like I don't like how Landon and Poodie, they super messy, they keep on jumping people, they act like they run a house. Like, I don't like that because I'm the type of person, if my friend fighting somebody, I'ma let it be a one-on-one, because why would I jump somebody? If it's a one-on-one fight, as long as don't nobody else jump in, what the fuck I'm jumping in for? But I'm be real, if my friends start losing, then I'ma break it up, yeah. But I'm not just gonna jump the other person, like, that's not me. Like, if I get to fight, I don't need my friends to help me. Well, if I lose or something, then go on, break it up. But you see what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna jump nobody, and I won't want nobody to jump somebody for me. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like when Poodie be fighting or when Landon be fighting, I feel like they need to stop jumping in. They are good fighters. Besides them being skinny as hell, they good fighters. They don't need to keep jumping in each other's shit. I don't like that. Stop fucking jumping. And then, yeah, like, they just messy. They feel like they run a house. I'm not a fan of Jada. I'm not a fan of Poodie or Landon. They the mean girl clique. For real, I don't like that. And then, yeah. So, and then I wrote down, what do Corey be wearing? Because it looked like, in one scene, he had this little t-shirt on. Like, it was like a wife beater, right? But it was like cut into like a little crop top thing. A halter top. Look, Corey, look. You need a stylist, baby. You can't dress. I'm sorry. And I know I'm on here looking crazy, but I don't give a fuck. Corey, you can't dress. You need a stylist, boo. Let me see what else. Oh, and then another thing, one of my opinions. So after Poodie caused this whole big old fight between everybody, Landon will basically try to tell Poodie, like, you too drunk, you don't even know what's going on, you just caused all this shit. And then Poodie gonna go in a confessional, talk about, I'm grown and this and that. I just feel like what is going on with this lighting? I should have filmed earlier. I should have filmed earlier, y'all, because the lighting is horrible. But anyway, so Poodie was like, I'm grown, and you know all of that. And when Landon was trying to like tell him, you know, what's going, you know, you caused all this drama and stuff. And so in the confessionals, Poodie gonna say, I'm grown. Landon up here talking about something, I'm drunk, this and that, I'm grown, I do what I want to do. But with an attitude like that, just because you grown, that don't mean that you can't be corrected. That don't mean that you don't need discipline just because you grown. Like, you grown, but it's still room for more growth. You see what I'm saying? And I just feel like Landon was trying to tell Poodie something serious, like, and then Poodie just talk about, oh, I'm grown, I ain't drunk, this and that. Stuff like that, Poodie gonna end up bringing Landon down if he keep on acting like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know how like I don't know, if somebody trying to give you advice and if somebody telling you something out of love because they want you to do better, you need to listen. Because for real, with Poodie acting like that, Poodie gonna bring Landon down. But then again, Landon gonna bring his own self down because he too fucking messy. It's like, I don't like this. What else? But yeah, so yeah, I didn't like that. I just didn't like how John claimed that he cool with Shotty, but you sat there and let that man get jumped. I mean, like, I don't know, I don't like that. It's giving scary. Because if you cool with Shotty, the fact that Jada jumped in, you really should have jumped in. Jada that beat your motherfucking ass. So that would have been an even bigger reason for me to jump in because, first of all, Jada, you should be jumping in. Second of all, you done already fought me for safe. So, yeah, I'm really finna jump in that and beat your ass and whoever else ass too. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, so it might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna be real. Shotty and Alpha, they one of my favorite ones. Like I said, Alpha is my favorite one because he just seemed like a sweet soul. And Shotty my favorite one because Shotty is like me. I don't give a fuck if you knock my teeth out. I don't give a fuck if you bust my nose. If both my eyes bled, bitch, I'm getting the field. I'm like Tavy. My Tavy whole face will get reconstructed while she fighting, bleeding and everything, but she still getting the field because bitch, who you talking to? I don't give a fuck. Like, that's one thing I like Shotty. Shotty might be a little and he might be getting turned and thrown around, but bitch, who you talking to? I'm grown. You're not finna treat me any type of way. So I like Shotty. I would give Shotty MVP. I would. And my thing about Paris, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about Paris. I feel like Paris is scary, and I feel like he hiding behind Jada. That's how I feel. Like, everybody, if you just pay attention, Landon and Poodie, when they be calling these house meetings, they were saying, you ain't did enough. They were talking about Alpha. They were like, Alpha ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. This person ain't did nothing. Why y'all ain't saying nothing about Paris? The season damn near over with. Paris ain't did shit. You should, like, and I just feel like the only reason why Paris safe is because he cool with Landon, Poodie, and Jada. Like, come on, man. Y'all talk about everybody else ain't doing shit. Paris ain't did a motherfucking thing but say, oh my God, oh my, Jada, my friend, Ollie boy is my friend. Nah, get in the motherfucking field. The fuck? What else? Oh, and that was another but I never really paid attention to that. Jada was like, I thought you said your leg was messed up. He was talking to Island Boy, and he was like, your leg messed up, but you just got done trying to fight Apple. So, and he was like, so you said when your leg healed, you gonna run me that. And so I will give Jada that. He did, yeah, give me that. Cause you said your leg fucked up, but you sit up here jumping into a fight that ain't got shit to do with you. So, yeah, run him there. Yeah. And then I feel like it was about. I feel like Jada won it. I feel like at first it was a tie, but then Jada started decking Island Boy, and then I don't like how they shook hands after that. And I remember I was watching it with my boyfriend, and my boyfriend was like, I respect them for shaking hands after fight. No, I don't, because y'all trying to keep on fighting, like, because I don't understand that, like. Island Boy want to jump into a fight that ain't got nothing to do with him trying to fight Alpha, and then you keep trying to chase Alpha and trying to fight him, and then Jada, you up here, you didn't fight John one time and then fight John again, and then you started trying to fight Shotty over and over. I don't respect that. Because I just feel like Jada and Island Boy, they fought 2 times and y'all want to leave it at that. But when it come to everybody else, y'all want to keep on bullying folks, fight folks back to back. No, y'all picking and choosing. Nah, bitch, I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't care if you goddamn Incredible Hulk. We gonna keep on running it as many times as we need to run it. I'm grown just like you grown. You ain't scaring nothing. So I just feel like everybody weird. And then hey, speaking of weird, don't get me started on Cozy. Cozy is so handsome, even though he claims he not gay, but I'm just gonna be quiet. Because that's a whole nother, I'm just gonna be quiet because I'm sorry, but I feel like, I'm gonna be real, even though it's certain men on this show talk about they straight, I don't believe, I'm gonna be real. If you gonna go on a show like that, you baby, please, you take your dick in the ass too. I'm sorry, you ain't telling me shit. To even go on a show like that, please, you ain't telling me shit. But anyway, but Cozy gonna say, basically, Cozy left everybody who was injured at home, because, you know, Cozy team won the basketball game, right? They won the $5,000, and Cozy got a chance to pick who he wanted to go to the club and who he didn't want to go to the club because he put up the most points for his team. But something that was weird to me, Cozy talking about, well, Lynx is hurt, Check was hurt, who else he had left at the house? He left Lynx at the house, Check at the house, he left Corey at the house, he left Noel at the house, and I can't remember who else. But basically, it seemed like everybody who was injured, he left them at the house. And so when Cozy now, okay, they on the Sprinter van on the way to the club, and he was saying why he chose certain people and why he left certain people at the house. But then this is just my conspiracy theory. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like what Cozy said is bullshit. He talking about I left these people at the house because they hurt, and what if outsider trying to fight us? You barely can fight because you injured. Nah, bitch, you left them at the house because you trying to pick the cool kids to go out with you. You trying to, like, the people who like the popular ones in the house, them the ones who you chose to go out with. Even Noel said, damn, I thought we were cool. Even Link said, damn, I thought we were cool. Nah, bitch. Cozy, the real reason why I feel like Cozy picked who he picked, he trying to pick like the popular ones after group. Like, I'm so grateful I'm a loner. I don't give a fuck who popular, I don't give a fuck who whooping folks. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Like, it's what it is. Like, I don't know, Cozy, I don't know. I feel like that was weird. But did y'all see the part when well, another thing, speaking of weird, another thing that, and I'm gonna try to hurry up and wrap this up, but another thing that I kind of felt was weird was, okay, so everybody thought they were going to the club, right? But after the other boys had left, that's when a producer gonna come in and gonna say, I'm, you know, basically was telling them, I'm sorry, but, you know, Cozy got a chance since they won, and Cozy basically put up the most points. He was MVP for the game. That was like, he got a chance to pick who gonna go to the club. I feel like, damn, bitch, you could have said that at first. These folks then got fully dressed and everything. Brush their teeth, wash their face, brush their hair, put their clothes on, their jewelry, all that, put their cologne on, and just for you to tell me that we ain't going. Shit, you could have said that at first. Y'all could have said, okay, some people going to the club, some people not. The team, the Cozy team won, and so, but Cozy put up the most points, so he gonna be the one to get a chance to pick who gonna go to the club, who not going to the club. If they would have said that at first, I'm pretty sure the other boys would have never got dressed. I sure said, y'all are down. Y'all should have been said that. The fuck? I feel like they could have been said that. What else? Oh, and another thing I didn't like, Poodie was like, Poodie was talking about how, it's like pussy for Alpha to go home after Alpha jumped in a fight. But, like, I don't like that because Alpha did not do nothing wrong. Y'all trying to, like, manipulate the situation and trying to act like Alpha did something wrong. The fight was between Poodie and the fight was between Shotty. Poodie started all of that shit. So, the fact that Landon jumped in, Shotty jumped in. I mean, Alpha jumped in for Shotty. Like, what's going on? Like, what you mean? And then Poodie gonna say, it could have been a 2-on-2 if that's what Alpha and Shotty want to do. Shit, bitch, you should have said that at first before the whole fucking house trying to jump them. The fuck? Because it's literally 4 big-ass niggas against 2 little-ass niggas. It's Shotty and Alpha, and then it's Poodie, Landon, Jada, and Island Boy. Make it make sense. Talk about something. It could have been a 2-on-2. Bitch, you should have said that at first before the whole house jumped in. Y'all should have said, get the fuck back. He want to help his friend, and I'm helping my nigga. Come on, it's going to be a 2-on-2. I don't like that. What else? And, but yeah. And another part that was funny to me was when, so, you know, the boys that didn't go to the club, they stayed at home. And so Lynx and Corey, they up here talking, and somebody said, so I think it was Corey idea, talk about some, let's just do a rap battle, to squash the beef. What the? I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? If y'all bored, just say that. And then we ended up getting some tea, even though I forgot where I heard this from. I think my friends was telling me about this. I been knew that Noel and Corey was fucking before they even aired it last Sunday. My friends told me. Now I guess they saw it on some type of blog or something. But yeah, they were like Noel and Jada. I mean Noel and Corey, they fucking. And sure enough, they is, cause they got in the hot tub together. They got the kissing. I'm like, ooh. Now, I'm not going to say that's necessarily a cute couple, but okay. Because, like I said, even though Landon and Poodie, they bullies, they is a cute couple. But Noel and Corey, But, yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Yeah, I think that's all I want to say. Like, I just really did not like how the whole house jumped them like that. And then, like I said, at the end, after ended up going home, and then, yeah. But I feel like John should have jumped in for Shotty. Like, bitch, if that's your motherfucking friend, you should have helped. But yeah, and that's all I have to say about the last episode of Bad Boys. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if y'all want to see more. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.